Welcome to Movie World Plus, the place where we talk movies. I'm Andy Signore, and I'm here to review Abigail. Now, honestly, the less you know about this movie, I think the more fun you're going to have. So if you don't know anything about this movie and you want a fun sort of horror comedy, if you will, in the tone of the same directors who made Ready or Not, they made this film as well. They also directed the last two Scream films, Matt and Tyler. They're a duo. Last two Screams and Ready or Not. This film is very tonally similar to Ready or Not, but I would say it's more fun because the premise is a little bit clearer, but similar vibes of a mansion of people that are there to do a job and things go awry is basically some way I can sum up what this movie is without giving too much away. And I'm not going to give away anything in this first half of this review. I will explain more of the plot in the second half if you really want to know, or you've already seen it. We can talk a little bit more friendly, but I'm going to give you a not completely non-spoiler review as we start. So yeah, the film surrounds, it's a pretty good cast. Melissa Barrera from the previous Scream films. I'm coming to really like her. She's definitely proving herself as a good actress, and such a dumb move that they fired her from the next Scream over her political statements. Huge mistake. And Jenna Ortega then left. The directors then left. Good on all them standing together. She's very talented. I'm looking forward to more she does, and she's good in this role. Dan Stevens is the other main character in this role, who I always like. He sort of connects into these roles and makes characters. I'm getting more and more impressed with him. Between this and Godzilla X Kong, he really can do a wide variety of characters. The film also is the final performance from Angus Cloud from Euphoria. He died tragically in real life. And they do give the film in his memory, but he plays a just complete slacker, kind of don't want to spoil too much, but I enjoyed his character. Honestly, the one who stood out the most, and this is now the first time I've actually gone and learned this gentleman's name, this is Kevin Durand. Kevin's done a lot of character work. This guy is really fantastic. I mean, you go back to his resume, it is deep. From X-Men Origins to Robin Hood to Wild Hogs. I mean, this guy's been in so many movies as that guy. Lost, I remember him. Anyway, bravo to Kevin Durand. I've learned your name. I was very impressed with you in this film. You play the muscle, and I liked him a lot. I want to see more of him, and I apologize. I never actually learned it, but I'm impressed, man. This guy stands out a lot in a lot of his TV and film roles, and I'm looking forward to what else he does. Giancarlo Esposito obviously is fantastic as well. Shows up as sort of the guy who brings this crew together. They are all there to look after this girl that they've kidnapped. They want the ransom money. And Melissa is tasked with sort of speaking to the girl and so on. But as they realize who they've kidnapped, they realize that they might have some conflicts, is how I'll say it. So overall, that's the film. You got a bunch of criminals team up. They don't want to know who they are. They're in a big mansion trying to continue this job, but then something goes awry and they all start turning on each other, and it becomes a nice sort of Knives Out, Ready or Not sort of whodunit. But it does get very bloody as well. So if you're into that kind of idea of you want some laughs, some jumps, some fun characters, this is the movie I would check out this weekend. Check it with a theater. I think you'll have a lot of fun as the crowd reacts to some of the twists and turns. And ideally, try to avoid what the film's actually about, because I do think you'll have more fun. Now, warning, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more of what the trailer tells you. So you're going to learn a little bit more about this plot, as well as I'll share my opinions of it now. So if you don't want to know that, now's your chance to click out, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the bell for alerts, smash the like button. Even if you're waiting, make sure you've done all these things to support this channel and my movie commentary. Let me know your thoughts down below. So you've been warned. Thank you. Adios. Enjoy. Go see a movie. Don't get spoiled. It's like that new movie, Trapped. If you haven't watched the new M. Night Shyamalan trailer starring Josh Hartnett called Trap, I wouldn't watch the trailer. I would just go see the movie. It looks, if you like M. Night's recent stuff, he's been more fun. I like these more lower budget sort of concepts he's doing. I wish I hadn't known the premise. I wish we could have watched it and learned it together. So avoid the trailer. That's another one. I would just avoid the trailer and wait for the movie this summer and check it out. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, but now I'll get to it. All right, so now what is this movie actually about? Well, as the trailer shows you. The trailer gives this away, guys, so I'm not ruining a spoiler. But as they abduct Abigail, the little girl who's, crying and worrying with Melissa Barrera's character, Joey, and promising, Pinky, promise you won't hurt me. She then turns and reveals, I'm so sorry what's going to happen to you and your friends. And we reveal that they've kidnapped a vampire. And so this little girl in her ballerina attire is there to seemingly wreak havoc on them. And the movie the twist of that is very fun. And again, if you don't know it, I think it'd be even more like, oh man, but even knowing it, I still had fun. I still had fun knowing, I did know that premise going in, and it's a clever idea of like, all right, that you think, you're going to be rooting for the child and you'll feel bad and these are villains, but the film then plays that really well where you quickly wonder, well, who's worse? Who's worse in this? Who am I rooting for? Becomes some of the themes of this film that I actually had a lot of fun with because they're all kind of deplorable in a way. And so it sort of justifies the chaos and the violence and everything that happens in a way that I did really enjoy myself. There are some fun sequences. There's a lot of blood, and there's a good back and forth with this cast. And yes, Alisha Weir, who plays Abigail, is really good. Similar to like Megan in a way, where you have this like crazy girl killer. It's a sort of vampire Megan, Ready or Not is really what you're going to get in this film. And I got to say, overall, I enjoyed this cast of characters. Kathryn Newton, also very good, plays Sammy. I liked her role as well. And William Catlett, I liked him too. Rickles, he's here. Overall, fun ensemble, crew of people I didn't really know. They're not like huge stars, but really coming in to play the characters they're given, to have fun with the characters that are given, and be a little bit unlikable at the same time, which makes the whole thing that much more likable, in my opinion. So overall, I would say Annabelle was a pleasant surprise. I don't know if it's like my favorite of the year, but I had fun. And that's what, to me, movies and the movie theater experience are supposed to be, is you go have an experience and you have fun. And this one didn't disappoint me. I was definitely enjoyed. It's just under 2 hours, nice zippy runtime, fun twists and turns, fun deaths, did laugh a few times, jumped a few times. Overall, this was a good watch. Look, this is still a good movie you could probably watch at home, to be honest, with somebody. But I would say it's definitely a notch above the sort of typical horror stuff that I think I've seen. I would recommend checking this out this weekend in theaters if you can, with a fun crowd. You will have some fun reactions. So there you go. Abigail in theaters this weekend. Had you heard of it? Did you know the twist? Do you agree with me that not knowing the twist would have made it better? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please hit it, or down. I don't care. Either way, engagement's good. Thank you guys for watching. Lots more movies reviews are coming, so stay tuned. Appreciate all you guys so much. Stay tuned for more here on Movie World Plus.